Hello. Hello. It is fall around here. I don't know if you're feeling it. It was about 100 degrees today, but we thought we'd throw on our turtleneck. But we are so ready to fall in love with our makeup wardrobe. And I love working with these two women. We're going to do introductions, but I want to cover some things as you guys are starting to sign on. I want to make sure that if you're watching live, that I see a bunch of you already know, sign into your YouTube account. So if you haven't already, let me go ahead and kind of put a little note here that you've got to sign in to your YouTube account in order to be able to comment. So if you're going, how come I can't comment? It's because you're signed into your YouTube account. So you're going to want to make sure that you do that because we want to hear from you. It's so much more fun when you can comment. And we are going to have some giveaways based on our comments a little bit later. So make sure that you do that. Well, let me back up a minute. And my name is Cindy Mack. And I'm going to be doing a little bit of the commentating just to kind of navigate a little bit. But Megan and Chelsea are going to be chiming here in a minute. You're going to be able to meet them. And a ton of fun to work with. We're going to be able to give you a variety of ways to work with our fall colors. Now, how many times do you watch a tutorial and you go, I don't look like her? And then you can't necessarily duplicate the look because of the way she's doing it is not right for your eye shape or your coloring. Well, we're going to be able to give you a whole bunch of different ways to do our fall look. So we also want to make sure that you filled in the Google form that your consultant gave you. So if she sent you a Google form to fill in, that's going to give you a chance for our first two drawings. So make sure that you filled that in if you haven't already. And again, stay on to the end because we're going to be doing 4 giveaways. So we're going to do a lot of really fun stuff. And so let's look and see. We got a bunch of people on here. Hi. I love it. I know that Megan and Chelsea are probably chiming in on the chat. I love it as I'm talking and just saying hello. And we're going to go ahead and do a first-time draw, on-time drawing. What do you think, Megan? Do you want to do the first?
Oh my gosh, we have to. And you guys, wait till you see the box you're about to get. It's like Epsi, but on steroids, okay? This box is amazing. This is our brand new beauty box. It is so
surprises. You can't see under the shred here, but there are some amazing, most popular products.
Oh, yes. So for those of y'all who already filled out the registration, we're going to go ahead and start us off with a giveaway. So here we go, ladies.
And the winner is
Katya.
Excellent. You are the winner of this amazing beauty box. Oh my gosh. You didn't get one treat. There's a whole bunch of treats inside that box. And Coco is really excited for you. Oh my goodness. Okay. So let's see. Well, let's go ahead again. Those of you who are watching, be sure to comment. If you can't comment, that means you need to sign into your YouTube account. We are ready for fall. So we have dressed the part and we're ready to get you ready. So Megan, why don't you take it away from here?
Oh my goodness. Yes, you guys. Well, we're about to have so much stinking fun. And I am so excited to introduce one of my super good, dear, amazing friends. So let me tell you a little bit about my friend Chelsea. First off, she's just like bouginess in a human. Like she is the most bougie human I've ever met. But her lifestyle is so cool because they live on land and she's always just doing things that are like backwoods and bougie. So I want to share with you guys about Chelsea. So she started when she was 20 years old and it's so cool, y'all. She's earned 5 free cars. One of them was this really sleek BMW. I'll always remember seeing it at this retreat we had in the fall. And she's earned 2 pink Cadillacs. And I just think the really cool things, Chelsea, that you've done is, y'all, she retired her husband from being a police officer at 30 years old. Like, who says they can do that at 30? And she's raising her 13-year-old sister and her 10-year-old brother. And y'all, with the games and the sports and all the things, Chelsea's so present. I think it says so much about Chelsea, just like the beauty of the balance of your life. And she's supporting her husband's very expensive ATV racing hobby. How many of y'all put in the chat if you have a husband with an expensive hobby? Most of us do. And she goes to Disney like so many times a year. I can't even keep up. It's amazing. So, y'all, this is my awesome friend Chels, and she is just gonna take it away with all things beauty tonight for us.
Oh my. Well, hey, you guys, I am so excited. Megan, thank you so much for that introduction. And I am so excited tonight to talk all things fall. I am so excited that it is fall, not because I like cold weather. I don't. But I like sweaters and skirts and tights and booties. And also today is pumpkin day at Starbucks. So if you didn't go, I didn't go. I'm going tomorrow. Don't worry. I like all things orange and warm and brown. I like football. I like all the things about fall except for like actually fall. So I'm so excited about these fall products. And I have been going crazy over this new fall eyeshadow palette. So mine is not very cute because it is very used, and I wanted to use this one because I wanted you guys to know that I'm not blowing smoke. I use this every single day since it came out. It's a mess because I personally use this every single day. It was so weird. We did our makeup with no eyeshadow, and it was so weird to not put any on, especially because I've literally been wearing this every day for like over a month now. I am obsessed. It is so beautiful. Look at these colors. And when it first came out, we were a little concerned, because they're so warm. We were like, this might not look good on everyone. This might not look good on like pale blonde hair, blue eye girls. But thankfully it kind of is shocking how good it looks on every skin tone, young, old, whatever. And what's really great about it is that it kind of looks a little intimidating at first if you're not really an eyeshadow girl, but it's actually very easy. And there's some really simple looks that you can achieve with this palette. So I am going to show you a couple, and I'm really excited to do that. So I do already have concealer on my eyelid. That's what I use as my base. You can also use eye primer. And you can also use our liquid eyeshadows. And I'm going to show you guys some tricks to do with those. But you could also take our liquid eyeshadow and use it all over your lid as a base before you apply these colors. So I'm going to show you a look that I have been obsessing over lately. So I'm going to start with our fluffy blending eyeshadow brush. This has really fluffy, nice, soft bristles. So it makes it really great for blending. You want to make sure that you have something for blending. That's really important. You can't use the same brush all over. I mean, you can, some people do, but it's really important that you have at least something to blend with. So I'm going to start with the Sienna Skies. It's a nice matte color. I always like to do a matte in my crease, not a shimmer, because this is going to be like my transition shade. And so you want to make sure that it flows nicely with the other colors. So I don't really prefer to use a shimmer here in my crease. Okay. So I've got that on. Also, how weird doing my eyeshadow after I already have lashes on, but like I had to put some lashes on for you guys, obviously. So I have the Sienna Skies here in my crease. Now, here's where it's going to get fun. I'm going to take my liquid eyeshadow and I'm going to apply it to my lid like so. These are so easy and they're like foolproof. You literally cannot mess them up. So it's actually really hard to do this right now because the camera is flipped backwards on this. So I'm just, it's a little difficult, but literally I'm just taking my finger and I'm dabbing it in. I'm blending it like that. I could literally leave it like that and it would be gorgeous. Flawless. How easy, right? How easy is that? So now I'm just going to take that brush. It's still got some orange on it. And I'm going to go back and reblend right back in my crease, windshield wiper motions back and forth, and just make sure that it's all nice and blended. Okay, now let me show you where it gets fun. I'm going to take my all over eyeshadow brush and I'm going to go into Golden Possibilities, this really beautiful shimmery gold. And I'm going to dab that and I'm going to tap this in. I'm not blending this because I want this color to be nice and loud. Okay, so I'm going to tap that in to my lid up in there. Basically on like from the inner corner until about 3/4 of the way in, okay? So you can kind of see where I'm stopping that. Isn't that gorgeous? This is such a pretty color. I don't know why I'm not doing my other eye. That wasn't the part of the plan, but here we are. So I've got that golden color right there. And now I'm going to take the eye smudger brush, and this one has like shorter, denser bristles, so it can pick up a lot more color. And so I'm going to go into that matte brown shade. It's called Dream Big Brown. And I'm going to dab that into the outer corner. And that is just going to kind of deepen that color. Adds a little bit of depth there. Okay. See, I don't know what side I'm trying to show you. Okay. See? All right. And then I'm going to go back in with that fluffy brush. I'm going to make sure that there's nothing on it. I don't want to add any more color. I just want to use that to blend. So now I'm just going to blend that brown and make sure all of that is nice and blended. And voila, I've got a beautiful eye look. And that is so easy. And so I used, just to recap, I used 3 brushes. I used 3 colors out of this palette. I used these 3 right here. And I used a liquid eyeshadow. I used the color Pink Starlight, but you could totally use Light Beam as well. And you just need something sparkly to put down there, and then put your gold on top of. So look at the difference in my eyes. Look how just that brightened it so nicely. I would add eyeliner and mascara and all those good things, but I already have lashes on. But isn't that so fun? I love to pair the 2 things together, doing the liquid eyeshadow and the palette, just to make a beautiful, really warm, really nice fall look. And this could be every day wear to work, or you could make it even darker to make it more of a nighttime glam look. So I absolutely love that. I do want to remind you really quickly before I move into the next thing, if you did not fill out the survey that your consultant sent you, like to register for this event, make sure you do that now, because that's how we're doing the drawings. So if you just like didn't fill it out and just hopped on the YouTube, that's totally fine. But if you want to be entered for the drawing, make sure you fill that out. So message your consultant real quick and say, hey, send me the link, or it's probably in the chat. Like I think Cindy and Megan are dropping that link in the chat right now. So just make sure you click on that and that you register. I also did want to just throw this out there, because I think I was supposed to do it at the beginning, but I don't follow directions very well. But let me tell you a little bit about where Mary Kay found me. I was 20 years old. I was a senior at Virginia Tech, was not interested in selling Mary Kay. I thought it was for old ladies. And I ended up giving it a try. And it's been my full-time job since I graduated from Virginia Tech 7 years ago. I cannot believe I graduated college 7 years ago. And yeah, Megan kind of already told all of my story, but money does not buy happiness, but it does buy choices. And the choices that it's been able to afford me and my husband and my family, especially in this journey of my life, has just been absolutely incredible. And you just can't beat driving a pink Cadillac. It's really, really fun. Also, the diamonds, literally, I'm like dripping in diamonds. They're all over the place. I'm literally sitting beside a crown that Mary Kay gave me. Like it just happens to be sitting right next to me, and it's very heavy. I mean, like literally, they're just ridiculous. It's just an incredible company to work for, and they're constantly showering us in presents. So now it is my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, who you've already heard from, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about her. So my girlfriend, Cindy Mack, as we like to call her, has been driving free for 30 years. She has been doing this business longer than I have been alive. She has earned more free cars than I can even imagine. She's earned over $2 million. $2 million in her career. What? Like she's literally a Mary Kay millionaire. She has people on her team that span over 18 states. So that's the cool part about this business, is that you don't have to just be with the people that are close to you, or just recruit the people that you know, or just sell to people that are in your community. It can literally be nationwide, which is so cool. She has moved multiple times to experience new places. I just found out today that she's in a totally different state than I thought. So that's the really cool part, is that your business, you can take it wherever you go. And she is a fur mom to her baby Coco, who was cheering, I think, at the beginning for whoever won the beauty box. So I would love to introduce you guys to my gorgeous friend. Oh, there's Coco. Hi, Coco. To my gorgeous friend, Cindy Mack. Take it away, Cindy.
Thank you, Chelsea. Oh my goodness. I love the way she used the liquid eye colors for her eyes. And yeah, you know, it's so funny when she was saying that when she got started with Mary Kay, the business, she was in college and thought it was for old ladies. So what's funny is that then she proceeded to say that I've been in free cars longer than she's been alive. So here's what I want to share with you about that. I was 22 when I got started in the business, and I thought the same thing. And you know why? Is because we don't leave. Is that it's such a great culture and community. I have stayed with this company. How many of you have been customers for years because you love your consultant? How many have been you've been using Mary Kay because you love the quality of the product and the quality of the service? How many of you have read Mary Kay's autobiography and you fell in love with the woman who started a company because she believed in women and she believed in a balance of God first, family second, career third? So that's really what's so funny about this is that a lot of people associate Mary Kay with older women, but it's because it's been around for 60 years. And our moms, in fact, Megan, her mom has been with Mary Kay for a long time. I know her mom. So it's so funny because we never leave. And I've loved that. I've grown up in this business, and that's what they have to look forward to is they get to be able to experience and share new products like we're going to do right now. I'm going to do my eyes for those women who have a little bit more of a hooded eye, a little bit more of a mature eye. But being able to experience this for all my adult life and being exposed to the most positive women and being able to be financially strong and independent, I love coaching young women how to do that because you always need a backup plan. Marriage is not the backup plan. It is awesome and it's amazing, but something can happen to your husband's job. Something can happen to them, and something can happen where you need an emergency fund. You need to be able to support yourself. And I love being able to teach women to be able to have a balance of home and have that balance, but also to be able to be independent a little bit, right? Okay, so let's dive into some hooded eye look. And I am going to do all matte. Okay, well, that's not true. I'm going to do shimmer on the inner part, but I'm going to do matte on the rest of the eye. Having more mature eyes, you know, it's just like one of those days you look in the mirror, you're going, what the heck happened? Like it's gravity. No matter what you do, gravity is, you know, it's against you. You're fighting gravity. And so what happens is some of you were born with hooded eyes. It just means that this part where the bone is, that either that bone comes forward a little bit extra or the skin kind of hoods over. And so sometimes it happens with aging, and sometimes you're just born with that type of an eye. So I want you to be really careful with this, because when you're using a highlighter, you do not want you don't want shimmer on a part that's a little bit more either crepey or hooded, a little that's drooping a little. Because what happens is the light, even if your sunlight or light from a camera is going to hit that, and it's actually going to make it come out and come forward even more and make it look even more hooded and droopy. So what I do is I take a matte color. And so this is not in the palette, kind of like what Chelsea did with the liquid color. I do this with an actual powder shadow, and it's a very light powder shadow that I put right under the brow, because anytime you lighten an area, you give a lifting effect, but you also bring it forward. So I don't want this light color on the hooded part of my eye. I only want it right under my brow. Okay. I'm probably going to end up doing one eye too. And then when the camera's off, I'll fill in my eye. That's probably what Chelsea's doing, right? She is. She's putting her makeup on. Okay. So then what I do is then I'm going to take the shimmer just like Chelsea did, but I don't have that primer underneath. I don't have that liquid color underneath. So it's not going to grab as dramatic. So I'm going to do it a little bit more subtly, and I'm going to really lighten this area. Now I do have eye primer on, and I do have a little bit of concealer because I do want it to grab and set, but it's not going to be as dramatic. Okay. So that is that gorgeous gold color in the palette. I love it. Okay. So I have that right here. When you have hooded eyes, that's the other trick. Keep the base of your eye, this whole base of your eye, light and bright. It makes it look a lot more open and bigger, and it helps to make the illusion of pushing the hooded part back. So now what you'll do is you'll do a mid-tone, and I'm going to do the sienna. also, this is oh gosh, I love this sienna. It is so pretty. And I'm going to put that right on the bone, but I want to make sure that I go high enough so that that pushes that extra skin back. Okay. The illusion, when you do put a darker color on the hooded part, it literally pushes it back. Okay. So then I'm going to blend it. And you always want to blend. Listen, blending's the key. You don't want to look all sloppy. Soften those edges. You got to blend it a little bit. All right. Then what I do is I'm going to take a smudge brush, and I'm actually going to take, again, to make my eyes look bigger, I'm going to take a little bit of our black shadow, and I'm just going to put it right here to give me a little bit more of an indent. Again, hooded eye. I want to push this part back as much as I can on the outer part. I want that to be pushed back and lifted. So I am going to darken this outer V, just the very, 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 very outer part of this right here. I want it to be dark. Then I'm going to take this gorgeous Dream Big Brown, and I'm going to push. Okay, so see how I'm just pushing it right there, because I don't want to blend it around, because if I do, it's going to mess up this inner light part. And I need that because of the hooded eyes. So I just kind of push this color in and I pat it so that it's real dark, just right on the outside. I'm not going to bring it all the way in, and I'm going to make sure I'm going to keep it away from that light color. So I'm just going to blend the edges up towards the brow again, because that highlighter I put under the brow, I don't want it to go too far. And I'm just softening the edges. Okay, so you can see the difference, how much bigger this eye looks when you're able to push back that skin. I love that. So sometimes I'll smudge my liner on it, but again, keeping that big open look. Now, Megan, when she comes on, she's probably going to show you how to smoke the whole eye, but because I can't do that. I wish I could, but with my eye shape, I really try to keep under here light and bright and on the inside light and bright. That's what's going to help as you mature, or if you have small eyes, that's going to help you a lot when you're doing that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to do a drawing. You ready for a giveaway? We're going to do another drawing, and this is what we're going to give away. Oh, actually, let me show you what we're going to give away. We're going to give away the new lipsticks. We have new lipsticks that are actually... they're so hot. People are going crazy over these. And I do want to do a little screen share so that you can see the colors. One is a downtown brown, and one is the subdued nude. The downtown brown is a semi-shine, and the subdued nude is a matte. So the downtown brown has a little bit of a shimmer to it. They're absolutely gorgeous together. So I have already put on the medium nude liner and the subdued nude lipstick. But what I'm now going to do is I'm just going to take, this is what we're giving away, by the way. That's what made me remember I had to do this, because we're going to give these lipsticks away. You guys, people are fighting over these freaking lipsticks. When they heard that Downtown Brown was back, they were like, what? I know, it's so good. So I'm going to do kind of an ombre look. So I'm going to now take this Downtown Brown and I'm going to line my lips with it. Okay. So I'm putting it on the outer part. Ooh, let me stop the screen share so you can see. Okay. And then I'm going to do on the outer part here. I'm just going to line it. Okay. Then I'm going to take the subdued nude and fill in the middle so that I can have, oh my God, so good. And if you want a little color, you can always put a pop of color. But see how it has kind of that ombre, sexy, single look? Yeah, that's me. All right. And you can always add a pop of color if you feel like it's too much. You can add a little gloss if you want to gloss it up. But there's your look. And we're now going to do a giveaway. So I'm going to bring Megan on screen, and she's going to do a giveaway.
That lip color, it's giving me all the feels over here.
Oh, right? So, yeah, we're going to give away both. What do you think of that?
You guys, let's do it. Okay, so we gonna spin this giveaway. Here we go.
Oh wait, I didn't show. Jackie! Woohoo! It's just in
Yeah.
so that you can see your name in lights. Woohoo!
Congratulations, Jackie. Oh, so exciting. I love it.
All right. Well, Megan, you can just stay on screen while I brag on you because I just want to tell you guys about this amazing woman. She came on the scene while in college, 19 years old, decides she's going to start her business around 18 years old. And she dives in while she's full blown, full load college student. She's also a workout fiend. So her schedule was extremely tight, but she took her business very seriously. She had an incredible mentor in her mother, and she really knew what the opportunity was because of her example. And so she worked it very seriously during college and earned her first pink Cadillac while she was still in college. She has been earning six figures the last 5 years, ever since she was 19 years old. And she was able to, her new hubby of about over a year now. And so she was able to give him the opportunity to go to school full time. So she's going to chiropractic school while she supports them. And she is pregnant, and she is literally due, like she could have it tonight. So she's literally due. And so it's just been an absolute incredible blessing to watch her build and design her life around her family, because now they live in Florida. They moved from Virginia to Florida so that her husband could go to school there. And they bought their dream home in Florida. They live right by the beach at 25 years old. Give it up. 23. I keep trying to age you. At 23, she bought her home. But you're 25 now, right?
I'm 24.
She's 24. See?
You don't make me older than I am.
I know, because I hate that I'm that much older than you. Oh my goodness. Okay, Megan, take it away.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, well, Cindy, thank you for that beautiful introduction. So let's talk about this palette on girls who are like ivory beige. Now, this lighting behind me, I don't know why it's making me like just a little bit white, but you know what? For all my girlfriends on here, you're like, I relate to her. Let's talk about this palette and how to make it pop for our eyes, for those of us who are ivories and beiges in the fall, in the winter. So a little secret is this. This Golden Possibilities base color is just a little too dark. That sounds crazy. So a little plug trick with your beauty consultant is this. We have this color in Mary Kay. It's called Biscotti. And I highly recommend putting this on first as your base. And the reason why is because you're really going to want to have some form of a color to really set your eye first before you actually go in with these lighter colors. Okay, so Biscotti is your friend. So when you tell your beauty consultant, hey sis, I think I want this palette, you're gonna want your palette, plus you're gonna want your little Biscotti. Okay, it's just a little secret. So what you're gonna want to do is you want to take a blending brush. Now the secret is this: the farther out you hold the brush, the more airbrushed your makeup is actually going to look. And you're gonna want to have a paper towel in your bathroom to be able to do this properly. So what you're gonna want to do first is you're gonna want to take this Sienna Skies color. So what I do, you guys, is I literally just take 3 little taps, and then I take my paper towel, and then I literally just do like 3 little taps. Okay, so this makes all of the difference. So you're gonna want to go right in here in your crease, and you're going to want to just begin to build that little bit of color right in here of this Sienna Skies color. So the key with this, you guys, is you don't want to go too high with it, because if you go too high with it, what it will do is dark things actually make your eyes look smaller. It's the reason when we feel bloated, we wear our black jeans, because it makes us look and feel smaller. So if you bring the darkness all the way up to here, it's actually going to close out your eye, which is the opposite of what we want to do, right? So you're going to want to take this, and you're going to want to just really first just do that Sienna Skies color just like this. And the secret is blend. And you can see, even looking at the difference between my two eyes, it makes your eyes look bigger when you have that darkness right in this perfect place. So then you're going to want to even yourself out. You're going to want to do your other eye just right here in this crease. And the key with this, you guys, is less is more. What I've noticed about this palette is it is more pigmented than anything I have ever seen before. So you're really going to want to make sure that you properly just don't use too much. So that's step number one, is going to be our Sienna Skies color. And for my girls out there with blue and green eyes, these colors in this palette make your eyes look so good, to the point where my husband, when this palette first came out, he came home after I'd put it on and he was like, what did you do to your eyes? Like, it's insane. So that's going to be Sienna Skies. That's our first color. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go in with the Dream Big Brown. Now, the key with this is you also are going to want to just tap this off, okay? Tap, tap, tap just a little bit. And you're going to want to put that darkness right here in this crease right here, you guys. So we're not bringing it too far up. We're just blending just enough of it. And the reason why is because we are going to go in with our purple color. And so you don't want to have too much of it going on. So with the not Downtown Brown, the Dream Big Brown, you guys, we're just going just right in there. Okay. So you can already see between this eye, this eye looks more popped and more open because of that deepness in that color. So again, we don't want to do too much of it. Less is truly more with this color. And my favorite brush, I literally just ordered 10 of these for my customers the other day, is this blending brush. I have never found anything like it. And you can just take our brush cleaner. It smells like perfume. And I do wash it in between each usage because it will make your eyeshadow blend that much better. So you can see, you guys, we're looking open, we're looking alive. So what we're going to do next is we are going to use our Purple Vibes color. What I've figured out about this color is that you want to get a lot on your brush by stippling it in. The reason why is because it's shimmery. And so with this color, you don't want to rub back and forth. Otherwise, you're going to have all these little shimmer things down here, which is not what we want. So what you actually want to do, at least for girls that have lighter colored ivory beige skin like me, is you're going to want to literally like pack this purple in here, make it pack a punch. So it's going to look a little bit like, oh, that's not blended at first. And then after that, what you're going to do after you really pack it in is you're going to take your blending brush and you are just going to blend until you truly feel like this looks classy, this looks elegant, and it looks blended. So you can see here, this eye looks more blue than this eye because the purple is bringing out those colors, especially if you have green eyes too. This purple will really accentuate your eyes. So we're just going to pack a little bit of this in here. And again, not going too far up by any means. So now we've blended our colors, right? So they're here and they're alive. So what we're going to do the very last to close it out is, you can see here, there's still just a little bit of purple action happening in here that's just a little too extra for our liking. So what we're going to do is we are going to go back in with our Biscotti color, and we're going to use a clean brush that looks a little bit like this, where it's actually like sharpened, like where it can really get into the angles. So what I do is I take the Biscotti and then I literally just go deep in here right above my brow bone, because this is what's actually going to make your eyes look even more open, because we're blending out any of the deepness from getting to this area of our eye. So you can see here the difference between this eye, a lot more blended, whereas this eye, you're like, ooh, she still has just some purple right in there. And so what you're going to want to do is you're going to go into the other eye, and we're going to do the same type of a thing. So that's going to be what you want to do. And you could even take some of the Biscotti and go in your inner corner if you feel like you need more of a pop. So the last brief thing I'm going to share with you guys are brows. So in Mary Kay, I love it because we have amazing brow pencils and we also have an amazing brow tint. So I just want to touch real quick on the brow pencil, what to do with it. So you're going to want to go right below your natural brow line like this, you guys. And then you're going to want to you're literally just outlining. You're not adding extra. And you're going to want to start in here and go out like this. Do not go all the way in here and rub. Otherwise, it's going to look like 2001 brows. Okay, it's going to look like a caterpillar. So then on the other one too, we're just lining ever so slightly underneath your natural brow bone. And then you're going to want to go right above like that. Now, the key with this, though, is you're going to want to use the brow tint. So we have blonde, dark blonde, brunette, and dark brunette. So the key with this, you guys, is you want to hold it out. And again, starting right here, not starting all the way in here is the key. So you're going to want to just pull up and go in upward, almost like natural hair-like motions. And that is what's going to just really blend your brows in. So that is our fall palette, you guys. So gorgeous colors, 10 out of 10 recommend. And so real quick, I want to share a little bit about Mary Kay and just really where it found me, you guys. Being 38 weeks pregnant, I just have such a different perspective, I feel like, than I even did 9 months ago. And so Mary Kay found me when I was 18 years old, and I truthfully started this because I was scooping ice cream for $6.50, hardly getting any tips, and I really absolutely love to save. It's just my nature. I'm a saver. I love the idea of just having savings. Maybe you can relate to that, especially with the economy right now. I read an article that said to live the same type of year this year that you did last year, you need an extra $2,800 in your pocket just to live the same. So that really energized me getting into this. And I started when I was 18. And when I got to college, I just noticed that there was just such an opportunity for young entrepreneurs. And I just have such a heart for women who are 18 to 30 of just really utilizing this specific window of time when you have a lot of energy. You may or may not have kids yet. If you do have kids, you're in a season where you can have something that's a little bit, on the side. And looking back, I'm so grateful that I started Mary Kay when I did. And I think a lot of times we think the timing just isn't right, like I just don't know if right now is the right time. And one thing I would share is that there is no right time, no perfect time to start a business. And what happens is when you can accumulate just little bit by little bit by little bit in Mary Kay, it just absolutely pays. And I read this article I love to read, and I was reading where it offered. I said, would you take $1 million right now, or would you take a penny doubled for 30 days? And the penny doubled for 30 days was like some crazy, crazy number. I think it was like 2.7 million is what it would accumulate to versus just the $1 million. And when I think about Mary Kay, that's what I think of it as. Is it something where you can just take little baby steps and just do a little bit, and it really accumulates. And that's what Mary Kay has done for me in my youth. So that's a little bit about my story, and I'm so happy I got to share this palette with you guys because holy moly, it's amazing. So I want to show you guys next. It's my favorite part because you get to shop. And so Cindy's going to share this exclusive specials that we have for you tonight. Okay. So our Hue on the Go bundle is like the most bougie of them all. Okay. So you're going to get your entire palette with Golden Possibilities, Bronze Horizon, Peachy, Daydream, Sienna Skies, Dream Big Brown, and Purple Vibes, plus a lipstick of choice. Plus, you have to top it off with a mascara, right? So you're gonna get all of that for $57. Y'all, we cannot even, let's shoot. You cannot even go to Sephora and Ulta and get a palette like this, a lipstick and a mascara for $57. The whole palette would be like $100, right? So that is going to be our Hue on the Go bundle for tonight. So it's $57. And then our complete Hue bundle is personally my absolute favorite because it includes foundation. So you're going to get your palette, your lipstick of choice, an eyeliner. Personally, I have on our black liner tonight, and our CC cream, and you're going to get a $15 discount and a free mascara. So there's a lot of options here.
I love it.
Options.
I love it. So Megan, how can they get these bundles?
Yes. Okay, you guys. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put in our chat because we are going to be doing a giveaway specifically for those of y'all who comment. Okay, so you're going to want to put in the chat, let's say you had your husband's credit card right now, okay? And you can buy anything you want. Put in the chat, what bundle would you most want to go home with tonight? So just put in the chat, which bundle is speaking to you and which one that you are most in love with that you'd like to go home with tonight.
Okay, so when you do that, your name goes into the next drawing. And so I see Amanda wrote her wish list. So who else wants to go into the drawing? Because we are going to do a drawing specifically for those of you who express what you loved, because we want to hear from you. Just really, like she said, what spoke to you. All right. I am getting this down while they talk. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure.
Did Cindy, I think that did you want me to do this one? I can't remember.
I don't know because I just started it. So let me go ahead and do this one. No, you're doing the next one.
Okay. Sounds amazing.
Well, Cindy, while you're doing that, I will go ahead and start on the next thing. So you guys have heard our stories. You've heard our successes. And so you might be thinking, yeah, but I'm not really sure if I could do that, or I'm not really sure if that's for me. And I just want to encourage you that there are literally people from all walks of life, every color, every age, every shape, every size, every type of economical background, every type of experience when it comes to cosmetics or makeup or skincare. Like, it truly does not matter. It was so cool. We were in Dallas earlier this month, getting to be together and see all of our Mary Kay friends and get celebrated for all of our accomplishments, and just watching people cross the stage. We saw people that were 90 years old. We saw people that were 18 years old. We saw people in wheelchairs. We saw people with blonde hair and black hair and green hair and blue hair and tattoos and no tattoos. Like, you literally saw all types of people. And I just thought that that was so encouraging to me, that like, there is no cookie cutter Mary Kay girl. There is no, this type of person is who does well at this, because there are shy people who are thriving. There are outgoing people who are thriving. There are introverts and there are extroverts. There are all types of Enneagram numbers. There are literally so many different type of people in this business. And the only thing that it takes to be successful, and Megan, you would probably agree, the only thing it would take to be successful in this business is a willingness to try. That's it. If you are literally just willing to put forth the effort, you can be successful. You don't have to know anything. You don't have to be an expert at anything. You don't have to be the best eyeshadow applier or the best public speaker or anything like that. You just have to be willing to try. And so I know that Cindy is working on this one drawing, but we're also going to be doing another drawing. And so just a couple of things in case you're interested in maybe pursuing this. We have no quotas. And you can literally do as much or as little as you want with this business. That means that if you want to just, sell to your coworkers, pass a catalog around to your mom and your grandma, you could totally do that. Did you guys know we make a 50% profit on everything we sell? 50%. That is huge. That means that you can go have $1,000 party and walk out of there with $500 profit in your pocket right then and there. You don't have to wait on anyone to pay you. That's your money. 50% profit. I absolutely love that, because I'm not great at math, and I can divide by 2. So that I know if somebody buys $150 from me, that's $75 right then and there. That happened to me this morning. As soon as I woke up, someone messaged me. They wanted $150 worth of stuff. I was still in my pajamas. I still had my bonnet on my head. I was laying in my bed, and I made $75. And I was like, bet. Great. Like, it is just so wonderful that happens. So if you're someone that's like, I could use an extra $75, I could use an extra $500 in my pocket a month. Like, it would be nice to not have to pull money out of my bill money to get my nails done and my eyebrows done and to buy lashes and to go treat myself to shopping or whatever it is. Wouldn't it be nice to not have to take money out of your family's account and be able to do those things for yourself? Because we still have to treat ourselves, right? We have to do the self-care and the things like that. And it's so nice to have extra money to be able to do that. Or you might just be interested in getting in on, did you guys know that we get a 50% discount? Meg, do you not take such huge advantage of that? Like, I literally have makeup coming out of my eyeballs because 50% discount. I'm gonna have everything. I'm gonna use all the skincare and all of the makeup. I'm gonna be my best walking billboard because hello, we're getting Sephora and Ulta quality products for Walmart prices because my foundation, you guys, my foundation, and I'm gonna toot my own horn because I know my foundation looks good. Okay. My foundation cost me $7, I think, like something ridiculous. It costs nothing. It costs, I can't do math. I told y'all that, but it costs nothing. I know that. It doesn't cost $50 like what you would pay at Sephora. It's so cheap. Okay, wait, I have to think about this because really, I wear the cream to powder. It's $18 retail. It cost me $9, you guys. $9 for this to look like this. That would be $40 or $50. I know because I used to wear MAC's Studio Fix cream to powder and it was like $40 and that was 8 years ago. So it's probably even more than that now. So maybe you're just interested in that 50% discount. And I have news for you. You can do it just for the discount. We are not going to come beat you up and say, oh my God, you didn't sell anything this month. You're done. And we hate you. It's up to you how much you want to do in this business, which is so cool. And I absolutely love that. And so then the very last thing I want to share is you're probably thinking, okay, this all sounds too good to be true. How many millions of dollars am I going to have to pay to get started with this? And it's so exciting that it's not millions of dollars. It's literally $30. $30 and you could get started. And I always like to say that if it's not for you, that's fine. If it is for you, that's great. But it was $30. I don't know about you guys. I waste $30 on stuff all the time. I spent $30 probably 5 times a day and I don't know what I bought. Like $30 just flies out of the window. And so if it doesn't work out for you, it was $30. If it does, that's wonderful. But it's $30 just to come in and take a look around and see if it's for you. And if it's not, that's okay. And so I'm going to allow Cindy to take it from here because we're going to do that drawing. And then we have another drawing, which is so fun. We're giving away all the things tonight.
Wow. I don't know if she breathed at all. That was amazing. I love it. And I love when you broke down how much it cost you to put your makeup on. Wow. I never thought of it that way. That's pretty incredible. Look at these. You guys were killing me duplicating, putting in there 2 and 3 times. I'm going to kill you. I was trying to type as fast as I could. And so I appreciate you guys so much for participating, for commenting, and for just loving on us as we're doing our face, because that's not easy to do. So we want to see who is going to be the winner now of these 2 lipsticks. Yes, both lipsticks. You ready? And the winner is Aiden! Aiden! Woohoo! All right, congratulations. Be sure to let your consultant, the consultant needs to let their director know that their guest won. So if any of your guests, consultants, if your guest won, let your director know that it was your guest so that we can get that gift out to her right away. Well, we do have one more drawing. And so here's what I want to share with you. You know, Chelsea shared with you the excitement about what this opportunity offers you. And I don't know about you guys, but when I first started, you know, there are some people who are brand ambassadors. They love the product. They don't really want to sell anything. They just want to, they use so much. It makes sense. And in these times, you want to save. You guys, how much, you know, are you checking where you're getting your gas and your groceries now? Because it's outrageous. And so it's the same thing with your makeup. You might want to check to see if there is a way to save on your Mary Kay. And then, or it can be just really an on the go thing. And you're saying, you know what, I just need extra cash. And here's an example: 3 lipsticks, 3 lip glosses, 3 mascaras, and 3 satin hands. If you were to sell that each week, you would have an extra $500 cash for your family.
Wow.
So if that sounds like, ugh, what would $500 a month extra for your family do? Would it pay for the gas? Would it pay for some things for the kids? And that's all we're sharing with you because, listen, like Chelsea said, it's either for you or we love you. We love our customers and we want to take care of you. But some of you are thinking, this sounds really good. So if it does sound good, this last drawing, you can type in the chat, you know what, $30, I'm in. 50%, I'm in. And so if you're saying it may not, and that's okay if that's not you, but let's go ahead in the chat, just put I'm in, and Megan's going to put you in a drawing for this last giveaway. We're going to give away, did we give away the palette yet? Oh, that's right, because this is what we're giving away. So when you type in the chat, I'm in. You know what I'm in means? It means that I have questions. I want to hear more. I think this might be something I can benefit from. I understand that you may not know right now. You may not know, and that's okay. But you could just say, I'm in because I'm curious. I'm in. I want to hear more. And we're going to do a drawing for the palette for any of you who say, I'm in. And we're going to give you a minute to do that. And I'll go ahead and remove Megan so she can devour she could probably type better than me. I was like, I don't have my glasses on. I'm all in the thing. And I'm realizing I am on camera, sticking my face down, trying to type it. And I don't type. You know, I didn't take typing. So I was just a mess. You guys were making great. And I'm sweating. I'm having a hot flash. I'm telling you. I'm just being real. So if you're typing, I love it. I love it. Because if you're typing I'm in, that all that means is your consultant is just going to give you more information and to fill you in. And or you can go, oh no, I'm ready. Send me the link because I'm not stupid. You know, because when I was young, I didn't weigh out. I was like, it was $100 when I got started. And I thought, what do I have to lose? I get 50% and there's no quotas. They're not going to tell me that I have to do something. If I end up not doing anything, nothing happens to me. Cool. I'll do it. That's about how much thought I put into a lot of things, but it served me well because I didn't lose anything. So it is really, really cool. Maybe one day. I love that. That's totally cool. So definitely share your thoughts in the comment. Share some of the things you liked the best about tonight too. Mm-hmm. And so we love to hear that too in the comments. And Megan's just putting you in real quick, and we're going to do that drawing. Hey, listen, before we close out, I want to tell you, we all have skincare events that are coming up. You're going to want, if you have never tried our skincare is what put us on the map. We are we are known for our skincare. Yes. Hello, 54. I want more. Yes. And so I'll be 55 in a few months. And I am grateful that I've been using Mary Kay my whole life. And the products have come a long way. So if you feel like, oh, it's too late for me. No, it's not. The repair line is amazing. So jump on one of our events where we talk about skincare. Again, it's free. And with these events, you're able to experience some of these events that your consultant's doing. You get to actually experience the product, spa quality products for free that you would literally have to pay $350 for at a spa. You can try for free. And so definitely let her know. So keep texting in, I'm in, because Megan is going to keep filling in the wheel, and I'm putting her on screen because I think that we might be good to go.
We are good to go.
All right. So we're going to do a little screen share of our last winner that's going to win this gorgeous palette. Connect with your consultants, whatever it is that you said you wanted in the chat. Let your consultant know because she's got those specials. You're going to be able to get that at a discount. So here we go.
All righty. For the palette, y'all. Do it for the palette.
I love it. Oh my gosh, who won? Barney! Yes, you are our palette final winner. Thank you so much, you guys, for jumping on, for hanging with us, for being awesome in the chat. Again, connect with your consultant. Let her know your thoughts on this. We want feedback because we do these and we love hearing from our clients to say, hey, this is what I thought of it. You know, any input is always good. We appreciate you. So thanks again, you guys. Happy fall. Good night. Bye.